Have you ever sat next to someone on a late-night bus and wondered if they were just sleeping? Just after midnight, a nearly empty bus rolled through the rain-soaked streets of London. Most passengers were exhausted after a long day. Some stared out of the windows, while others quietly scrolled through their phones. Emma, a university student, found a seat near the middle of the bus. Everything seemed completely normal. Near the back, a man in a dark gray coat sat motionless, his head resting against the window. He looked like he had simply fallen asleep. As the bus continued, passengers slowly got off at each stop. Soon, only a few people remained. The driver announced the next stop. An elderly passenger stood up and gently tapped the sleeping man on the shoulder. "Sir, this is your stop." No response. He tried again. Still nothing. Assuming the man was just in a deep sleep, the elderly passenger stepped off the bus. But Emma noticed something strange. The man's hand was hanging awkwardly from the seat, and it looked unusually pale. She walked over carefully. "Excuse me, sir." Silence. She reached out and touched his arm. It was freezing cold. Emma immediately stepped back. "Driver, something's wrong." The bus came to an immediate stop. The driver rushed to the back, took one look at the passenger, and instantly called emergency services. The man wasn't sleeping. He was already dead. Within minutes, police surrounded the bus. Detective Sarah Collins arrived and began examining the scene. The victim was identified as 42-year-old Michael Turner. There were no visible injuries, no blood, no signs of a struggle. At first glance, it looked like he had died of natural causes, but Detective Collins noticed one tiny detail: a small red mark on the side of his neck, almost invisible. Security camera footage revealed that Michael had boarded the bus alone. Then, a woman wearing a black hoodie sat beside him for only 3 stops. She never spoke. She never looked at him. Just before getting off, she leaned slightly toward him for only a second. That single moment changed everything. After enhancing the footage, detectives saw her hand briefly touch Michael's neck. The autopsy confirmed the shocking truth. Michael had been injected with a fast-acting synthetic poison using an extremely thin hidden needle. Within minutes, he became paralyzed and died silently. Everyone around him believed he was asleep. Police launched a nationwide search. The woman had worn gloves, paid with cash, and left almost no evidence behind. But one nearby convenience store camera captured her face. Before she boarded the bus, she was identified as Laura Bennett, a former laboratory technician with experience handling dangerous chemicals. When police searched her apartment, they discovered fake passports, disguises, and traces of the same poison used in the murder. The final question was, why?